What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Boom Goes the Dynamite. No, we're not the Costco guys. No, it's just us.
No, Jimmy Fallon actually likes us.
Oh my, he was pissed.
Everybody's like, Jimmy Fallon's a dick for that. I'm like, but they suck. They do suck. I don't blame him for being angry.
Jimmy had a hangover. That kid was screaming. I'd be upset too. It's me. It's the GREG. Greg the Son Mongo to you. Been bushwhacking since 92. Joined, of course, by the man himself.
Yeah.
The first ever, possibly the only, because considering only one of these belts, he won now. He is the only one.
I'm the only triple champ.
Triple champion in podcast history. It's the man himself, Matty Reigns. What is going on, Matt?
What's up, Greg? What's up, UTR? Hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. It's about to be November, but apparently, according to global warming, it is not. It's 80 degrees today, and it's October. So we're probably going to be, and it's going to drop down to 65 tomorrow. So yeah, global warming. It's crazy. Also, happy Halloween to everybody. That's tomorrow. So get your trick-or-treating on, get your candy, and then happy November 1st when all the candy is on sale.
There you go. That's the secret of the best day of the burrs is the day after Halloween, because then you get big ass packs of candy for cheap. I'm looking at what we got here weather-wise. We got 78 every day until Sunday, and then it's going to be 70, and then it just goes back into the high 70s and 80s. Like, God damn it! It
just keeps going up and down here. It's like 1 minute, like 2 weeks ago, I had my heat on, and then last night I didn't even bother cutting it on because it stayed like 70. It stayed almost like 70 degrees throughout the night. So I'm like, oh well, but. Like I said, global warming. Yeah, 79 today, 76 tomorrow, then 65, then 68, then back in the 70s. So they're just trying to get people sick here in Louisville.
Oh, good God.
What up, Cookies?
What's going on, chat? Let's see. Right as I get this damn pork in the oven, just in time.
Hey.
By the time we're done, that pork will be ready to come out.
Right, it'd be good and tender.
What up, Kanisha? The King, Max.
Yeah, my boy.
BJ's is a better name for right in Costco.
We're getting a BJ's. Pause on that. As soon as I said that, I was like, that does not sound right. We are just out. Because living like in other places, I remember BJ's like warehouse, but here in Louisville, they're like slow. Well, in Kentucky in general, they're slow to get a lot of stuff. Apparently, we're getting a BJ's warehouse in like January. We already have Costco. I go to Sam's Club. So
yeah, we got a Sam's Club. We have a Sam's Club and a Costco. We do Sam's here. And then we got a Kroger, or Kroger's, as most people call it.
Oh, yeah.
Got to stick with the classics.
Kroger rule the world.
So, Matt, your favorite show was on last night.
Yeah.
And how'd you feel about it after it was all said and done?
It was going into it when me and Kenny previewed it. I essentially said it was Halloween Havoc night 2. And honestly, it lived up to that because it was better than what I expected it to be. Like, I was going in like, okay, this is going to be a good show. But it actually over-delivered because of that women's segment.
Ooh, yeah, we didn't. There was things that happened last night that we really didn't expect. At least we didn't see it coming until like we were expecting January.
Right.
We'll get right into it. So NXT recap. So the main thing that happened last night that we were all upset about, and we're going to get into the whole show, but the main thing that we were kind of pissed off about, and apparently the NXT crowd was as well.
When they said it, when they verbalized it, I was low-key shocked. But at the same time, I'm like, we said it we talked about it last night. This is what y'all get. Like, y'all can't be. Of course, you're going to do that. And if y'all know what we're talking about, after the main event, where you heard me say it last night on the preview show, last night was the time for a tag team title change. Put the belts on Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander. No, you had Wesley come out there for no damn reason at all, to me, at this point, just to interfere, cause Javon get distracted, have Cedric get just beat off of the 2-on-1, and as soon as the 3 is counted and Praxium is up on the turnbuckle celebrating, the crowd instantly, they're like, boo. And you see Nathan Frazier, he played into it. Because that was the saving grace of that. I'm like, the crowd does not like y'all winning right now. And I'm like, the crowd, I used to be on that side, but it's like, I get them now. I like Praxium. I wanted them to lose because they've been bickering all this time. And it's like, why are you having them bicker if you're not at bicker and argue and have all this miscommunication if they're never going to lose the titles? And then you see Nathan Frazier, he goes, oh, y'all mad? He holds the belt up. I'm like, you might as well play into it because out of nowhere, we just got a double turn. We already knew Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander were loved, but that just made it even more apparent. It's like, y'all have made this the Javon Evans show for the past 6 months, as far as I'm concerned. And all you do is put him in title opportunity at the title opportunity, lose. He goes against Randy Orton. We know he's supposed to lose right there. He went for the number 1 contender match. He lost. He goes for the world title. He loses. He goes for the tag titles. He loses. He goes for the Heritage Cup. He loses. He's getting ready to be on that Gable, who has that Joe Henry shit.
Yeah.
Just because he's over. When somebody is over, that does not mean you don't do anything with them. Like, putting a championship on them. Like, come on now. You got HBK. You should have pulled the trigger on that. Because there's no reason. We love Fraxium. But it's time. There's nothing against them. It's just time for those belts to switch. And even more bullshit with all this, because a few weeks back, or it might have been leading up into, it was, I think it was last week, or it was even leading up with them backstage. Cedric was kind of talking. I can see that Cedric was kind of starting to get kind of irritated with Javon getting distracted so easily. And now he made it apparent, he made it crystal clear that he is tired of the bullshit. He's like, you out here costing me opportunities for gold. You need to get, like, either we're going to be a tag team or something going to have to be done. And I'm like, great. Y'all about to have unnecessarily a heel Cedric versus the super babyface love Javon Evans when all we wanted is them as a tag team champion. Like, we're about to get an unnecessary two unnecessary things out of this.
The team that we wanted to win the belts and have another team split, and they're doing the wrong way, because we just had Fraxium beat Chase U, and then Chase U imploded.
Right.
So now Fraxium goes on and retains against these two, and it's like, God, the fans want Javon and Cedric. Like, the second that they started teasing that, people were like, "Oh shit, that's a good tag team," and they gel well together. And man, they missed their opportunity last night. And when I said it in the chat, I said they did it one too many times. They did it. They waited one too many weeks, and now the crowd has turned. And that NXT crowd, they might be able to make that shit change next week when they're in the ECW Arena. Mm-hmm. When they go back home, that crowd feels how they feel. That crowd is very vocal about how they feel.
HBK fucked up last night because, like you said, it was one time too many. You teased us one too many times. We've seen Javon Evans. I just went through that list. We've seen him in every sort of championship number 1 contender scenario, and he has lost. always on some bullshit. So then this time you just put fuckery in it by adding Wes Lee. And honestly, him and Wes Lee don't even need to be feuding. Like Wes Lee should be doing something else, or just he don't got to be on screen. You can just let him. Sean Spears don't be on TV every daggone week, but he still has a storyline. You can do the same thing with Wes Lee. He didn't have to interfere with Javon Evans. It's like, oh, we got to make sure that everybody remembers that Wes Lee is a heel now. We know he's a heel.
Let Wes Lee challenge Trick.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. That was really the whole thing. He like Trick needs he needs somebody else to fight. But then that leads to another great point. They've already spoiled, and you brought it up because I said, "Oh, this is gonna be a tag match," and you said what was gonna happen. And last night they already started dropping the breadcrumbs. Bully Ray, because I don't call him no Bubba. That's Bully Ray. Bully Ray sat there. He said no, but then he was like, "You a champion? You ain't got no friends." When he started saying, he's like, "You ain't got no friends. Ain't nobody coming out here. This, that, and the other. You ain't got no challenge." It was something. He said something about challengers, and I'm like, so you don't want to be his tag partner, but so what do you want to be? You want to fight him? That's basically what I started. I looked at it and I said, "Oh shit, Greg was right. They gonna tag up, but for like if you coincidentally." Ever since Halloween Havoc just ended or whatever, they ain't been saying nothing about a next championship contender or anything. They're just like ECW. So I wouldn't be shocked if they win and then some way, somehow, Bully Ray gonna turn or he gonna beg for something gonna happen. We gonna get Bully Ray versus Trick for the NXT title because they're not saying anything about a contender. And coincidentally, Greg brought up a great point. Why isn't Wes Lee fighting? But no, you're going to have Wes Lee fighting Javon Evans, the other loser out of that triple threat match.
Neither one of those guys needs to lose, by the way. Like, Javon has lost too many times. And like you said, like, and to be fair, he didn't need to win the NXT title.
No,
he's young. He can miss on the North American Championship a few times. That's fine.
Right.
The Heritage Cup, they're just kind of hanging. That thing really doesn't matter. But the tag titles, like, put those on them.
Like that was like you made that's perfect sense right there. Like, yeah, we know he's too young to be NXT World Champ, but that was just telling us, hey, he's next up. All right, we get it. We know they're like, oh shit, like. Unless y'all want to do Sammy Gunther part 2 or part 3 with Oba Javon, then that's not necessarily what you want. Now that it's on Tony D, he might be able to. He has a better shot. But like you said, those tag titles, and the way the NXT tag division looks right now. Oh no! What up, Mike?
Joining us today, the good stoner himself, Mike Hall. What's going on, Mike?
First of all,
oh shit!
I ain't got.
We also have we got a member here. Also joining us here to ruin Mike's thunder, Kenny himself, Camilio Dior. First off, Mike, what were you about to say?
Well, first off, before I start talking my shit, Kenny, we love you, brother.
Right.
Thank you.
We love you, man. You already know how we rock, brother.
We haven't mentioned that, but yeah, we do. We love you, brother.
Yeah, we love you, man. Just know that we here for you as always, brother. And even though I don't have my belt no more, I'm gonna still raise my motherfucking fist.
There he goes. Yeah. All right. Thank you for that.
I'm still gonna raise them the motherfucking air.
Yeah.
You just know, Final Matty, I'm coming for you, nigga. Get my motherfucking belt back.
Yeah, no, the fuck
OTC
you.
is here, baby. The only triple champ.
Oh, good God. I knew the second that OTC shit, I knew you had something planned. Also joining us, of course, the former champion himself. Kenny, how you doing today, brother? I know today's been kind of rough.
I'm not doing well. Batty, you asked what happened. My big brother, my actual blood brother, passed away today, after his long battle with cancer. And I'm gonna be honest, the main reason why I'm here is because him and my other brother and my uncle passed away last year, and my brother today were the main people who were the main force behind me starting um, the podcast and getting involved in it. My brother, who was a very big sports fan, had a podcast down in Baltimore for a little bit, and then he took it to Minnesota. When he went there, um, my brother was a big supporter of everything I did. He was, in my eyes, like a living legend. He played basketball. He played football. He was the he was the good son out of all of us. He was the good son. Um, I I part of me doesn't. Part of me is at ease knowing he's not hurting anymore. The other part of me, of course, is selfish, wishing my brother was still here. Kenya, I'm gonna miss you. I love you. I'm gonna be there as much as possible for Steph and the kids, so don't worry about that. And thank you for always being my big brother. That's all I have to say on that.
All right, bro. Well, we love you. Always.
Thank you.
Love you, bro.
Thank you. Love y'all too, man. Uh, let's talk about something that's gonna make me happy real quick. I know what'll make me happy real quick.
There it is. There it is.
You know what?
There it is. What you gonna say, Mike? What you gonna say, Mike? What you gonna do?
Right before I close my eyes to cough, I'm like, let me see. I just see Mike disappear. I'm like, oh damn.
Mongo, you know what I'm gonna do? Not a fucking thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna take it and delete it today, damn it.
You gotta take it all the time.
Here's the bullshit. I relish the day that we actually give Mike powers where he can do that shit. He is gonna fucking kick every last one of us off this show and be running the fucking show by himself.
He's gonna take it a step further. He's gonna do the thing where he actually kicks us out the fucking call.
Right.
We've never done that.
Like, nope, I'm the one that gives you your proper introduction. So nope, you don't get to feel.
Where's the link? Ain't no link, motherfuckers. Not today.
Ain't no show today.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, so yeah, we're talking about NXT. I guess you can go over the whole show.
I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple. You fucked up. It should have been Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander as your new NXT Tag Team Champions. That's what we should be talking about tonight. Not no Fraxium. I love Kurt Cobain and the Power Rangers. They're cool. But they should not have belts no more. I still don't like the Power Ranger. He is a kid. He needs to be a kid. That dude be suited and booted wearing a mask. Hey, he is a very handsome man. Why does he have a mask on? Like, I didn't think he was ugly. Like, I didn't think he was cute. But it's like, why you put him in a mask? Why? Like, Why?
Cookies. I know you ain't talking. Cookies.
And I'll tell you this. Greg will agree with me. I like with the wrestler A-Kid. That was like I was with Lexus King. I saw him like 2 matches. I was like, yo, this dude is the truth. I like this guy. And the next thing I know, he was Axiom. And I was mad. I've been mad.
He had the good style. He had the good looks. He had a good ass theme song.
They put him on the video game. I'm like, shit, he is really good. Nope. And then just Max Axiom.
I'm waiting for the heel turns. He can be heel A-Kid. We'll just get that mask off of him.
Because then they said he likes math, so that's why he wears a mask. I'm like, what? Oh, that's lame as shit. No, I fucking hate you. It took him meeting Kurt Cobain getting called Kurt Cobain in the Power Ranger up until what, last month? It took when they defeated Chase U, that's when I started liking them. So
HBK, you fucked up. Trips, you fucked up by not putting the belt on Profits. It's been a round. It's been a round of fuck up.
They don't know how to fuck up. They don't know how to book for some odd reason. Those two are confused when it comes to tag team wrestling for men. Mm-hmm. But then they are fucking geniuses, Picassos. They are chefs when it comes to the women. Like the women's tag team division went from just straight up cheeks, not even good cheeks, just cheeks, just ass. Like John Cena says in that video, ass. That's what it was. And in a matter of a month, now we got the Fatal 4-Way in Saudi Arabia. Like, the NXT tag division can't even put up 4 teams for their belt. That's just the men. At least Raw got some contenders. SmackDown just crowned new champs. But NXT, oh God, we couldn't need OTM as a team. That's the first team I saw.
Hey, we're not gonna forget about my nigga Blade and Anafi now.
We didn't, but Sean did.
We're not gonna forget about my niggas Blade and Anafi.
Because they always
we've been seeing their fucking other side instead of them. What's her name? Brinley. We've been seeing Brinley more than we've been seeing.
Why is it they start them, and then when they get some shine, whoever is with them gets all the shine? She was supposed to highlight them. They lost, and now it's the Brinley Reese show. She's always on TNA. Like, what is the deal with them? The other 2 black boys that was on last week with Nikita Lyons when it was looking like a scene out of Black. Those dudes. Like, it's a bunch of straight up cheats.
This man said a scene out of Black. If you don't know what Black is, folks, then you're not old enough to watch this show.
Oh, they was here when I said it, when I was pissed off about it last week. Had all them greased up black men talking to the big white girl. Right. What?
Who do y'all think sold Sean on that segment specifically?
Makita.
Yeah.
Oh God. Let's
we didn't see them other 2. The other boys, we didn't see them this week. Opa has an excuse. He got put through tape. He got an excuse.
And then our boys Hank and Tank. Apparently the only other tag team in NXT that can get wins. Hank and Tank.
Hank and Tank OTM versus Fraxium. There you go. We can't. And we complain about makeshift tag teams. We're gonna have a bunch of them in NXT because Hank and Tank and OTM are the only teams. Mm-hmm. Unless you want to count the club.
Sorry.
Chase U's been shut down.
Yeah. Let's roll through this NXT before we get to the Dynamite stuff. So starts off Tatum Paxley, Wendy Chu casket match. So at Bound for Glory, Wendy and Rosemary challenge for the tag titles, get beat, and then Rosemary turns on Wendy.
Damn.
Wendy going to TNA permanent.
Last night, Wendy gets her ass beat by Tatum Paxley, who, by the way, Tito said in a comment earlier, that woman was showing off last night. I don't know where she got that dress.
Man, okay, you talking about Tatum, right?
Tatum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was watching that match and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even trying to look, but every time you do a move,
Your
I'm
cheeks
about
is
to
out,
see
girl.
something that I'm not trying to see. I'm like, what's going on, Tatum?
Like Wendy, so like she tried to close the lid on Tatum. Tatum grabs the pillow to stop it. So she drags Tatum out of the coffin for the pillow, which is dumb. Just throw the pillow in there and close it. But drags her out. As she's dragging Tatum, you would think by the way physics work, the ring like drag her skirt down and like cover her, but instead it drifted upward. And I'm like, what the fuck? What just happened? Is she doing this on purpose?
Because I just kept like, I was like, Tatum was doing all the most unnecessary moves to show off her little panties. I'm like, girl, just fucking wrestle. I don't fucking care.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Them cheeks were cheeking.
I was looking at Wendy. I like Wendy.
I do think she's doing it more than she used to. So I feel like somebody's being like, hey, you want to really get some eyes on you. And let's feel a little bit like that. But Tatum gets the dub, throws her in the casket. And later on, we see through Twitter, someone goes back there and opens the casket. Wendy's gone. She's disappeared.
Because her ass went TNA.
Yeah, Kenny called this shit since Saturday. Like, she's going to TNA.
Yeah, and then like they
Permanently.
that casket match, I said, what better way to write her off to go to TNA than to have her get put in a casket?
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
It was it was all right. It's fine. We
right.
wrap this up. We can move on to something different. Trick Williams comes out, calls out Bully Ray, and why did they drag this shit out into like 3 different segments? He calls out Bully, wants a tag match. Bully, like Matt was saying earlier, talks about how he has no friends. No one came to help him. You gotta have eyes in the back of your head, Trick. You gotta have eyes back here. Like, oh, he's turning on this motherfucker in 1 week.
Oh yeah,
In 1 week he's turning on.
Like, because y'all missed it. Because my whole theory is we ain't said like Trick has defended the title. They ain't said nothing about a next title defense or anything. They ain't even trying to set up contender, a number one contender. And you got randomly Javon and Wes. If they wanted to be smart, Greg brought up the fact where it was Wes, Ethan, and Javon in the triple threat match. Why would Wes should be getting his title shot? No, he's fighting Javon. So we're definitely about to have Bully Ray versus Trick Williams for the NXT title.
Ain't no reason. What's going on,
no
Dolores? How you doing?
What up, Dolores?
Yeah, ain't no fucking reason to have Bully involved in this. So Bully says no initially the tag match. Trick is left there like, what the fuck? Trick, man, it would have been better if you found somebody else. After that segment, we see Rob Van Dam was with Ava, and he says, I want to have something going on next week. And everyone's like, put Rob Van Dam in a match with Javon Evans.
Right.
But then Javon would lose that match anyway. So what the fuck is that for? Because Javon Evans cannot buy a win.
Well, he's going to face RVD and let it at least be one half of the NXT tag champions.
Yeah.
No.
You know what my issue? This is my issue with next week's show. Is that you're putting over old ECW talent. I get it. You're at the historic ECW Arena. As far as wrestling, that arena holds so much history, so much weight. But we don't need to see Bully Ray in a match. We don't need to see RVD in a match. You can still pay. You know the best way to pay homage? Just show clips. Show clips from old ECW.
And they really, and to Mike's point, I agree with him because they went from it just being at ECW Arena And it's like, all right, it'll probably be kind of ECW themed too. They just went all in on ECW. Like, I was fine with it being at ECW Arena. And all right, Bubba Ray is going to show up. He don't need to be in a match necessarily. He could be a special guest referee or something like that, or just be like he did on tape at Halloween Havoc. Just bring Busted Open Radio there. But no, they're going all in on it. You got Eva Marie as a special guest ref between my Angels. Then you got Bubba, and you got Nunzio bringing his ass up.
For
why?
Why? For what?
Greg saw me in the chat. I heard the boy. I said that bet not be no motherfucking Nunzio. He was a loser. He was a loser then. He's always been a fucking loser. He lost in TNA showing up in a match.
The biggest memory, yes, he did. The biggest memory I have of Nunzio in his entire career is the SmackDown before Judgment Day, where JBL is trying to fight Cena to get the title back. He fights Nunzio in like a hardcore match and just beats the absolute monkey shit out of him for a good 10 minutes. Like, there is no reason to have the Don, and it was a confrontational, like, hey, you're coming to my territory, you don't even call me. Like, are we going to have a fucking Tony D Nunzio match?
You know it.
Why? For what reason?
It's like,
because not everybody's as cool as RVD and realize they should just be a high referee.
Like, honestly, if they had just kept it, they got rid of Eva Marie, they could just have a regular referee, because the story is Jada Parker and Lola Vice. I don't give a shit about no damn Eva Marie. And then after that, you can cut Bully. It just needs to be RVD. Just like RVD and know what? Keep Bully. He ain't got to wrestle. Keep Bubba. He just ain't wrestling. RVD is the only person who can still do anything and still be funny. Bubba's not going to be funny.
The Lord says about Bully like not being able to wrestle that well lately. Bully got a fucking world title match last year in TNA. Like, he doing this exact same thing. Like, it's almost beat for beat, where he comes in, he saves somebody, there's a top babyface champion everybody loves, helps him out, turns on him, title match. Like, it's literally the same game plan, same formula.
And he
couldn't do it last year either.
And all he's about to do now, he's showing us, I'm gonna be Bubba Ray Dudley. And as soon as he turns, he's gonna introduce Bully Ray to the NXT universe.
This thing he says all the time, like, oh, I almost had Vince let me do it. Like, there ain't no fucking way Vince is gonna let you be Bully Ray on Monday Night Raw.
Right.
No
And speaking of him, like, this is why I don't like this. Like, I don't like the whole background of this, like, because it's giving Vince vibes. And we thought that we would veer away from that with Trips in charge and with HBK in charge. You're still putting over old talent. You want to know, like I was saying earlier, how you could pay homage to the ECW just throughout the whole week. Because obviously this is a huge show. You just put up video packages on Raw. You put up video packages on NXT, on SmackDown, showing us old ECW moments, classic ECW moments. That's how you pay homage. We don't need to see this actual fucking talent in the ring being active.
Hell, if you want to give a moment, do that video package, have your ECW talent clapping, Ethan Page comes out, shits on it, and then they do the 3D 5-star frog splash. Boom. It's a wrap.
And now the bad part about it, and hopefully this does not come true, just like Joe Henry winning NXT title didn't come true. We're in November, because that'll be November. We're saying that Trick is basically getting seasoning put on him. He turns into Bully Ray. He's going to beat Trick Williams for the NXT title. So he can be the ultimate transitional heel Bully champion.
Oh my god.
Please no. Just let it be Oba. Just
Who's
please
gonna be Bully Ray for the NXT title?
Big O. Big Oba, baby.
Javon Evans.
Oh, Javon. Oh, they're gonna do the Chris Sabin shit. Oh no. No. No, Matt. No.
You know what? I don't think they're going to put the belt on Bubba.
Playing the long game. They pissed us off so much that we're like, man, he ain't never gonna win. He ain't never gonna win. And he gonna tell Bubba to shut his ugly ass up, and he gonna beat him. He gonna fuck around and beat him.
Here's the thing.
I hope you're wrong.
I don't think it's going to be Bubba. I think Bubba is going to help somebody who is one of Trick's friends jump him. Somebody who is one of Trick's friends in the NXT locker room that we would never expect. Because he said you always got to keep your head around on a swivel, your friends and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't think that we're going to get Bubba being champ. I think we're going to get a major heel turn from one of Trick's friends. And Trick has made a couple of friends lately, so I don't know which one it'll be.
Let's see. Nunzio is pretty good in GCW. Yeah, nothing. It's nothing personal against Nunzio. It's just that there is no point in doing it outside of like. I don't even know who's gonna pop for Nunzio.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm okay with these old timers at this one particular pay-per-view. Only because it's a one-time only thing. I'm okay with it this one time because I know none of these old motherfuckers is getting belts put on them. This is just for nostalgia purposes.
I hope so.
I think this is just.
I'm sure they're gonna win.
Listen, I've been right so far.
I mean, Nunzio's not winning. I know Nunzio's not winning.
Right.
But
Nunzio's not winning. Bubba and Trick are winning, and then Bubba and someone else is going to turn on Trick. I can see Bubba being the manager for whoever turns on Trick.
Maybe. Yeah. Either way, Trick's getting fucked over very soon. Let's move on real quick to the next matches. The Heritage Cup, Lexus King and Charlie Dempsey. Charlie beat his ass.
The King lost.
What was that about? Like,
I don't know.
Like that.
I knew he was gonna lose. I knew he was gonna
lose. I thought he was gonna put up a fight. Like that is bad. Like, my god.
I think this is building up to him because what's the premise of all this? He's not like his dad. I think he's eventually he's gonna become a loose fucking cannon.
Maybe.
He's gonna keep on losing.
It's gonna make him snap like his dad.
Exactly.
And why didn't William Regal turn?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't.
I guess he's slow burn. It's a slow burn to him joining his son.
Yeah, Regal.
Or maybe he's just like, we ain't got to be together. Just the fact that we're like together on screen,
on TV. Yeah.
Right.
But it is because they didn't really mention Regal being Dempsey's father.
No.
Everyone knows though.
Yeah, but
everyone knows.
You think it's one of those things where like we haven't seen them together on screen since that one time. So you think on commentary they just go, Regal being his father. But you think they kind of hammer it because that's what they're supposed to do a little bit.
Right.
So they might have said it once or twice, but it's not enough.
They're still on that. With him being like, we know who his father is, and it's like, yeah, he's right there across the ring.
Right. Y'all can say his name now.
William Regal.
Y'all can say his name now. It's not illegal. After the match, like they show Regal looking down at King like,
you're a loser.
That's what I said.
He looked at him like you're a fucking loser.
When he got hurt, he just looked down at him like he wasn't even concerned. He was like, "Oh, you
get
hurt?
Up. Okay,
get up."
Like I kept feeling like that turn was gonna happen that night, and it's just like, all right, I guess we're gonna do it later. Next up was Zarya and her debut against Brindley Reese. Again, Brindley on TV all the time. Where the hell are Malik and Inofe? Zarya beats Brindley's ass, breaks her arm, then unbreaks it, and hits the F5.
Tore it off.
Gross.
Yeah.
But here's one of the big moments of the night. So Zarya gets surrounded by the Fatal Influence, new champion Fallon Henley, and then Roxanne and Cora come out. So it's 5-on-1, and then Zarya gets help from Kalani. From Kalani,
baby. I sent my baby out there. Hey, go help her.
And they said, okay, that's cool. That we still got the numbers.
It's still 5-on-2.
And then Steph and Julia comes out, and Roxanne says, we can do math. 5-on-4 is good for us.
It feels like you bitches must be
quick math, baby. Quick math.
Yo, I appreciate Roxanne for doing that. She said, okay, we can do math. 5-on-4 is still good for us.
So I'm still the prodigy. I'm going to show y'all I'm the prodigy. Math, bitch.
And
then
the reason why I picked Masha, because I knew her ass was coming to NXT. I thought it was going to be January.
That's what I said.
Like I thought it was January.
Because all the pictures she took, like when she said, like, hey, I'm here, she tagged TNA Wrestling. I'm like, oh, you still under TNA. You just ain't champion no more. You just over here having fun.
She's getting her spot ready for when she does come over.
Right. I was like, you just over here having fun.
I'm sure Saturday night, she was like, hey, she told the ref, wrap this up, okay? Because I got to go to Orlando.
Yo, here's the bullshit. Here's the bullshit. You see what she did. You don't see TNA putting out an order telling talent that they can't do that shit no more. Like AWE did. TNA sitting there like, well, damn, baby, we said we let you out January, but if you're gonna go, can't you at least give us the belt back?
Yeah,
like, give us the belt. You know what? TNA's biggest thing after this bitch after Tessa stole the fucking belt, their biggest thing is, can we just get our belt back?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a good thing to worry about, though, Kenny. That's a very important problem.
They want to
TNA like, yo, can we just get our belt back? That's all we want. Go on and do what you got to do. Just give us our shit back. We ain't got the money to make a new one now.
They so cool at this point. Like with NXT and TNA, they probably told Sean like, hey, Jordan about to drop this belt, and we already know the writing is on the wall. He's like, hey, you know what? We got this ECW show happening. We trying to jam pack it. So let's see. Like, hey, you want to come over to NXT again real quick? Yeah, all right, cool. Because it's like you might as well. You ain't doing nothing.
Hey, is Jordan available? 1, 2, 3. She is now.
Right. They're like, she's still under contract. They're like, well, shit, she can come down. She already lived down here anyway. Just come on down. Come over to NXT real quick. Do this match.
Don't be surprised. And don't be surprised. Oh. Remember how I just said it's not going to be Bully Ray that does something? What if Bully Ray introduces Jonathan Gresham?
Man, I wish I could be excited for that.
Right.
But how TNA has just not used that motherfucker. I would hope that, I mean, that sounds interesting. Jonathan Gresham is great. But I'll give you this. If Bully did that, at least it would give Gresham some oomph when he shows up, as opposed to just, hey, here's Gresham.
I mean, I'm with Tito. He said, nah, it's going to be Bubba. It's Bubba's and Bubba. It would be Bubba. But if he did do that, I would do a different J. I would say let Bubba or let Bully Ray introduce the newest bully in TNA, Josh Alexander.
They said ask Lita first choice. Lita makes sense because they wanted all ECW stuff next week. Lita instead of Jordan makes sense. I'm glad it's Jordan instead. Just
right.
Jordan's better.
I like Lita, but she wasn't. The last time we saw her wrestling, it was like, oh man, you
right.
Don't need to be
a few of those moonsaults, she was close to crippling herself. Lita's great, but let's focus on the future a little. Like we don't need every segment next week to be ECW related. I know they want a lot of it to be, but we can. I think Jordan.
I would love to see Devon like one more time wrestle. Like that would honestly be the saving grace of all this. Like if I could see
the Dudleys are going to beat Fraxium, Matt. That's how.
Hey, I will fucking take that. I will fucking take it. And then they can, and then Seth and Javon, they can whoop that ass. And then Javon, he can beat Bubba because Bubba gonna be NXT. Yep, they're gonna be the two Dudley power trip, the two Matt power trip over here. Okay, here we go. But Javon winning all they belt. He gonna have to be tag champion and NXT champion. He gonna take everything.
Oh god. But yeah, so this sets up a huge 10-woman match next week. Very exciting. Rhea Ripley was backstage with the 5 faces. So you're like, all right, here you go. Here's the future of your women's division right here.
You should have just took her ass home. This is your bread. Took her fucking ass home.
Yeah, she got her ass whooped.
This is your bread and butter. NXT parking lot. It makes people go crazy,
man. There needs to be a sign out there, like when you're walking out those doors. There's like the emergency exit signs. It needs to be a sign. You are walking into the NXT parking lot. Get to your motherfucking car and go.
Walk at your own risk.
Yeah.
Wear a mask. Whatever the area is, there's fighting in it. It's murder in the air. Don't breathe.
That's the Florida air, man. That's the Florida air. It makes you nuts.
Florida man. You breathing in, Florida man.
Yeah, Florida air during Halloween. You're asking to get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm about to say your best bet is to walk around with a costume on, so nobody knows who the fuck you are. So that way you can sneak in and out the parking lot. Like,
you know what? I think that'd be more. You would be more inclined to get your ass whooped with a costume. Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh God! Somebody jumped Shawn Michaels. Oh, I thought it was just some random asshole. Why was Shawn dressed like Cardi B? What the fuck is that about?
Listen, here's the bullshit. If you don't, but at least you got a better chance of making it out by being jumped that way. When you were the direct target, you end up like Riaz, just bleeding, hanging out your car.
Like she got fucking murdered.
Right, like Tony D is taking motherfuckers on long rides. Charlie Dempsey is dropping direct people off of bridges and shit. Like, if you just a rando, you just gonna get beat up. You good with that? You can walk away. When they got targets, you fucked. So I'd rather be just a rando.
Look at Raquel did a hit and run. Like, she wasn't even.
Now them bitches did a hit and walk.
Exactly, they did a hit and walk.
Now this is
a hit and walk away.
Hit and walk.
Like, get out of here!
Hell, fucking Kenta was there for 1 week and got his ass whooped in the parking lot. That man was there for
killed his whole NXT career. In that one.
And we never knew who it was. It was KO. We never knew who it was. The rest of the Stay Puft Marshmallow.
The best part of that whole segment with Rhea getting beat up is Eddie Fort walked up. As soon as they walked up, they were like, nope, cut, because they knew. Get that motherfucker off my screen. Get off my screen.
At this moment, Matt became the biggest Liv Morgan fan you've ever seen.
If
you go through our chat,
Greg is a conspiracy theorist. I just said it just flat out. Eddie Fort was so ass that Rhea Ripley beat her own ass. She did that to herself because that man showed up.
For the greater good of the product, for the greater good of NXT, she busted her own face.
Mommy did that for Maddie.
When they're reporting how many people have died in the NXT parking lot. You know what, Tito? That's a good idea for an article. Actually, I'm gonna save that. I like that. That's a cool idea. I'm gonna write that down.
You're gonna have 56 people on your article list.
Every attack that has happened in the NXT parking lot. That'll keep me busy for the next 3 weeks.
Braun Breaker. I know Braun Breaker. He lives. That's when he did that Undertaker shit.
Then we had Nikita Lyons versus Kalani Jordan, and Nikita.
Them ass cheeks kept hanging out, baby.
No, like literally, like
Yeah.
I know. It's Nikita. That's what she does. I get it. I was having to take screenshots for work last night, right?
And it was
Share.
nothing but cheeks, baby.
Every time I took a screenshot of the match,
It was
Nikita,
cheeks.
I
It
thought
was on all fours with the cheeks
no,
out.
You saw the one I sent in the chat. I was like,
Yeah, it looked like she was showing a ball.
I thought her butthole was.
Hey,
Look,
look,
I can't share this. I know it's
The
not.
the bad part about Nikita Lyons is just like I complain about her. Wrestling Twitter don't like her ass either. A lot of folks was like, now who?
Can you share that picture with the rest of us on the screen again? Could you share that picture on the screen one more time?
You know what? I mean, screw it. Yeah, sure, I'll share it.
Yeah.
Let me
it's
get
like
it.
I've always said about her.
Yeah.
Like, even people were like, why is she? I think people were complaining about, I guess, her tights or whatever. They were like, who told her to wear tights under that? Because it was like just stupid. But I'm just like, she's just being extra because she's always she's just extra.
It's like I've always said. She's in the wrong profession. Matt mentioned it earlier.
All right,
Wow.
here we go. So this is the image that I was like, I was trying to get her missing her splash.
Yeah.
Rizzo comes out, distracts her, Kalani rolls away. So I'm trying to get her mid splash. This is what I got. And I can't, and I could not share it because Facebook would have flagged this as like pornography.
Right.
So I'm gonna flash it for like a few seconds and I gotta take it down. So here we go.
Yeah. Because that's where her ass needs to be. That word that Mongo just said.
What? That had to be on purpose. That had to be on purpose.
People were even complaining on Twitter last night, like, who told her to wear that under the costume? Like, why is she like I said, she's always extra. If she was on one of them Tubi reality shows like Baddies East or whatever, one of them whack ass shows like that. So it's like, okay. And then you got the black scent and all that. Like she sounds, the way she acts, the way she talks on NXT is the same way she talked on that reality show.
I'm just, I cannot believe that she was doing that. Head down, ass up. But yeah, I mean, what the fuck? She flashed her ass. She basically did.
People, I told y'all, she does not make sense in my NXT. She belongs in the neon of my previous NXT. We have graduated to black and silver. Everything that would have made sense for her has been phased out. And the people that do look like her are actually good. Like Lola Vice and Miss Parker.
Jada Parker.
She belongs.
They got fat asses, but they don't get hurt.
She belongs in the hub of porn.
Hey.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this
She
division has passed her by.
Round hole. She does not make sense. She is in the world of black and silver.
Her pussy pink, her booty hole brown. She go around town.
Sexy Red makes more sense in this NXT than she does.
And like you said, Matt, wrestling Twitter don't like her. Like at all. And but like fans do like her.
Wrestling Twitter, even the black dudes in wrestling Twitter are like, yeah, she got a fat ass, but why is she out here? Why is she showing up? Because at this point, we ain't seen Jada Parker. We ain't seen Lola Vice. We ain't seen Lash Legend. We ain't seen Kalani. Except I ain't looking at Kalani like that. That's my baby. But you see actually fine women that are talented wrestle. And here she come. What's up, y'all? Y'all know I'm right here.
She threw a super kick at Kalani last night that with the speed of a snail. She threw that kick.
Kalani ate her up in the promo. Cracked me up. Because when she rolled up, she was like, oh yeah, you done being the women's North American champ. You gotta go to the back of the line. And Kalani's like, oh yeah, can I get a match with her? I'm gonna get done with her real quick.
When Kalani is outperforming you on the mic, that's
Kalani did that. Oh yeah, you were super. You gotta be real garbage.
You need your pink slip, okay?
That almost.
Lost, but let me get a match.
That's almost what happened in that picture, Mike. That's almost what happened in that picture.
It was a pink slip.
That pink did almost slip.
Get rid of the P, put the T. That's what you would have saw.
So yeah, that
shocker, baby.
That happened, and it was fucking Rizzo attacks her. We're gonna get Rizzo versus her, and hopefully Rizzo and the Mafia can kind of wrap us up real quick. I don't need to see this.
Rizzo gonna kill her.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they're gonna get rid of her. They're gonna have Rizzo get her. Rizzo's gonna have her first murder.
Yay!
It's a girl fight.
She's gonna be made like the real Mafia. She's gonna get her first kill.
Now, what if she shows up
Rizzo? Huh?
What if she shows up in TNA though?
Well, that's something that teenagers have to just deal with by themselves.
I mean, they figured out Ashley Elegance. They can figure her out.
No, they can't.
If TNA has made Brian Myers one of my favorite tag wrestlers.
They have Alicia Edwards actually living.
Yeah,
like
they made Alicia Edwards somewhat interesting. They made Steve Macklin. Like, if TNA can't make you interesting, you don't have much.
Yep, Tito just gave the gimmick right there. Boom.
No.
You know what, Tito? That's actually 1,000% what's going to happen. God, that is genius.
Yep.
She's going to be one of his groupies. One of his groupies.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. Damn, Tito, you nailed that.
The alcoholic.
So the next thing was the tag match. We already talked about it a little bit, but Axiom and Fraser argued and pushed each other mid-match
and won.
And they still won.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a good match? Yeah, it was great. Axiom, Fraser, Javon, and Cedric are all fantastic wrestlers.
Cedric is going to whip Javon's ass.
Yeah.
You left me mid-fight to go deal with this. Now we're gonna wind up having a triple threat with Wes, Javon, and Cedric.
Instead of what was obviously the best choice, you put the belts on Ced and Javon. And last night was the right choice, because last night when even before the pin happened, when they took Javon out to go fight Wes and Ced was by himself and he hit that lumbar check, we're like, oh shit, is Ced gonna do this by himself? Nope, got knocked off the top rope. And then they set up their brain buster golden ratio combination, and before Axiom even hits the kick, the crowd boo boo boo. Fuck, y'all missed it. Y'all shot, you waited too damn long to pull the trigger on this. It's too late. And this is a Triple H booking issue that I think everyone has pointed out. Like, sometimes y'all drag shit out way longer than it needs to be dragged out.
Way too long.
This Axiom Fraser shit should have been over back in July.
Yeah, we've seen it in 3 cases now. We got it with Gable. Gable got dragged out way too long to the point, and then he lost. He lost all of them. Then you fed him to the Wyatts, and he lost. And he got a married
with LWO, and he's going to lose to Ray. He's going to lose to Ray again.
Right, like, what's the point of turning this man and making him all great if like nothing is it's not gonna be worth anything? Then you saw it with they're doing it now with the Profits. playing too much with them. But even though it's been on Twitter and on Instagram, Montez been putting up little posts with different teams, basically saying like, yeah. With the mask, with the Woody mask, Woody taking his face off, with the laughing like we about to be on some fuckery. We about to be fucking around. Like, oh, it's new tag champions. Yeah, it's time for the Profits to run it up. It's like, yeah, but
let the Profits knock off the Guns like this week. Let them win those belts immediately, because the Guns don't need to have those belts long. There's no need to have those belts. Almost 40. Look, let them get their little shine. I personally, I know I'm biased. They're my favorite tag team ever. Let them have a little like 1 week run. But
fuck mop-headed Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. Fuck them.
I'm not mad at the run because I mean, but at the same time, they really didn't win legit because they got help. Well, they're just the lucky winners of as the bloodline turns. They just happen to be at the right place at the right time because the bloodline wanted to talk that shit and say, oh, y'all so big and bad. How about we fight y'all now? All right. We knew that shit was going to happen. As soon as they cost Jay the IC title, he was going to get his get back. The bloodline fucked up thinking they was going to be able to just run shit on SmackDown. Like, come on now. Y'all the bloodline. All of y'all are the bloodline. Y'all can just walk in the building. It don't really matter. Like, that don't matter to anybody. It matters to other superstars. It don't matter if you're in the bloodline. If you on SmackDown and you supposed to be on SmackDown and you on Raw, and you on Raw and you supposed to be on SmackDown, it don't matter. So, but Motor City Machine Guns, they're at the right place at the right time. And honestly, this is the perfect time. Let them get a little 2 week title run, and then boom, let them lose them belts real quick. Let them lose them belts to the Profits because it's time. Because it's bad enough you just let them dudes just basically show up in literally 2 weeks and win the belts at the Profits. Say, keep losing. Like y'all are Javon Evans and them. Y'all, they're the originals. Javon is getting street profited. So
bloodline.
That's really what they needed. That was all they needed to do. Get them off of the bloodline. Now let's start getting hot potato going. Like it used to be.
SmackDown has some good teams. We have Los Lotharios. We got Pretty Deadly. We got the Profits. You can have them and the Guns. You know, I'm sure there are other ones I'm forgetting about. But like A-Town Down Under, like you have enough teams there where like we don't have to do reigns that last more than a month for a while. Just bounce that shit back.
When was the last title that they've actually like hot potatoed?
Or they like actually did it longer than like you win it, I win it back.
They rarely do that.
It's been a while. It's been a while because like back when the Judgment Day lost the belts to Cody and Jay, like they lost them to them and then they lost them back to the Judgment Day and then they just held them again until Mania. So like they don't do hot potato. I guess you could consider. I guess you could maybe consider the NXT title, but it's the same thing. Where like Trick lost it to Ethan, and then he got it back from Ethan, and so like unless Trick holds it another 6 months, maybe they're doing it there. But they need to do it. Like we've had 4 years of long ass title reigns. Even if they're not record breaking, they're going like 6 months. It's like we don't need this.
Like there's no reason Dan and JD have been the tag champions for like 3-4 months. And no title defense. Like
You know it's bad when you start. Well, I can only speak for myself. When I forget who's the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Don't feel bad
also
because I
done that,
forget
yeah.
sometimes till Finn gets
So do
on the
I.
screen because
Like,
they
Yeah.
don't talk about them.
Like you see them, like I don't know if it was last week or the week before when they was walking around the belts. I was like, oh, I forgot y'all got those things.
Right.
Yeah.
Now come up
Double
off
team
of
of
them.
Yeah, like we just loaded up Raw's tag division. Like, all right, cool. Y'all got some good teams over there. The Judgment Day has pretty much dominated the tag division for 2 years. It's time to move on.
Right.
Please, God.
And
Please move on.
and I think
And
this
I don't
is
think
the
it's going to
issue.
be War Raiders though.
I don't either. I
And
don't
I
either. I think, yeah.
And this is the issue that I have with them, with both brands having two separate belts. The tag team division does not need separate belts. They don't. The tag team division is one of your workhorse divisions. Those champions can go back and forth from Raw to SmackDown. You have different storylines on Raw and SmackDown with those belts. You have more interesting feuds because you're combining that entire division. It doesn't need to have two sets of belts. You don't
I
need
like
it.
the two sets of belts. It's just it's always SmackDown. Even when they did it with the old brand split, SmackDown had the better tag division, and Raw's was always kind of like, it's all right. Like SmackDown, we named a bunch of teams out on SmackDown. Pretty Deadly, Los Lotharios. Like they got all the good folks, and then they got the Bloodline too.
Or
Raw's got like the Wyatts, I guess, count, you know?
Yeah, LWO, New Judgment Day.
Ugh.
Well, what they could do for these next couple months that Raw is continuing to be only 2 hours, you can focus the tag team division on one brand, either
They
Raw
could.
or SmackDown.
They need to be putting tag team wrestling on during that 2 hours instead of chopping it up because, I mean, they've been doing that for the last few weeks because that's what that whole contenders tournament was for.
But before that tournament, it's been
nothing.
not
Duty.
It's like, to y'all point, the more interesting storylines for the tag team division have been on SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown, like, for some reason, they know what to do with the teams. They're just too busy keeping everything revolved around the Bloodline. So once the tag titles is fine, now they're out of there. Let's not keep them. Let's not give them no rematch. No, none of that. Let it get now on the machine guns. It needs to be profits. Sorry, DIY, y'all had enough shots. Y'all need to go on. Bring up Pretty Deadly. Bring up Los Lotharios. Bring up those tag teams, especially the people like Pretty Deadly. Oh, we ain't seen them on TV for nothing besides us hanging around Naya. So, come on. Yes, boy. They, like, y'all got these two titles, these two sets of titles, and made it seem like we was about to see all these up-and-coming teams that they hyped up leading up into that ladder match win, and none of those teams won anything except the teams that won those titles. And all the teams ain't even together no more. And they keep teasing A-Town down under gonna break up.
Yeah, they've got like 4 or 5 tag breakups teased. Like, y'all can't lose that many tag teams and have 2 sets of belts. Like, yeah, I don't know. Let's.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think everything Penta opening up his mouth fucked up everything.
That would have helped Raw so much. Both Raw.
I agree. I 100% agree, Kenny.
Penta opening up his mouth fucked up everything. Because they had a bunch of shit. They already had merch made up for these dudes.
Did y'all see the Guns react to their merch?
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's nice.
Looks good, guys. Like they couldn't even. Shelly couldn't even fake a smile. Saban was like, you know how you ever heard the expression like, the smile's not reaching the eyes. Where like you can tell they're like, yeah, looks great. Like, well, you know, that's because y'all probably weren't even supposed to be here.
Right. They
Y'all
gave
were
you
somewhere else.
Y'all supposed to be in NXT.
Y'all supposed to be coaching. Fucking Pinner ruined my Christmas. That's gonna be like the going meme for WWE fans, like Pinner ruined my SAT score. Fucking Pinner. Cargo repo. God damn it, Pinner. Let's get into Dynamite and then we can wrap this up. Dynamite Fright Night tonight. Also, real quick, that ECW show is taking place next Wednesday, so that show is going to be going against AEW.
That's what I was going to ask, and that is going to be so funny. Man, they're going to get destroyed not only on Tuesday, and they're going to get destroyed on Wednesday.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't give a flying fuck about
Dynamite.
Nunzio, Tony, Trick, Bully against Ethan and Ridge.
I'm going to watch it because it'll be NXT and it's
Have to
point.
watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
Like, if I had the option, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Dynamite has
I
next week.
think I have a Tuesday because Tuesday will be election coverage, but I'm not going to be watching that. I'm going to be just chilling.
Brother, I cannot wait for this election shit to be over. Good God.
Right.
If I see any more of that, if I see that fucking Kamala is going to give prisoners sex change operation,
and with that creepy
like
AI laughing her in the background of it that comes on YouTube a gazillion times.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't.
And if I hear about sex change happening in schools, like someone said on Twitter, they ain't even got school supplies half the daggone time. So how the fuck they just got time to be doing sex changes? Oh,
Teachers got to ask for help to get pencils. All right, they ain't this.
And they do a whole sex change operations on the free ski. Oh no, that's a different type of free lunch.
Yeah. Dynamite tonight. So we got it's honestly a pretty stacked card. So Heyman is feuding with Jay White and Bang Bang Gang. So we're gonna hear from Adam Page tonight. Adam Cole's first match back. Adam Cole takes on Buddy Matthews. That's a hard motherfucker to go against when you just come back from an injury. So
yeah,
good luck, Cole.
With a dead person's ankle bone in your ankle.
Yeah, good luck, brother. We hope. I mean, this should be a good match, but also, I got a feeling they're gonna have to go a little careful just to make sure they don't fuck anything up here.
Right.
They don't know what careful is.
We're gonna get
actually, Matt, Mike. You got to remember, these are two former WWE wrestlers. They know what fucking careful is with each other, especially coming off a fucking injury.
Boss.
Nah, coming off an injury, nah.
You think they'll walk around like, all right, hey, are we gonna do regular? We're gonna do like, we're gonna do trips. We do the trips angle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right. They legit whisper to each other. Yep, time to hit the old tripsies. Up, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy about to go snap that ankle in half. Watch.
Right.
Buddy, no, he ain't moving up on the card, so he ain't gonna do that.
Man, yeah.
Buddy's looking to get the fuck up out of there.
Adam new name is Zombie Foot. Adam Cole, by the way, Adam Cole, who recently said he plans to retire in AEW.
I would too if I worked once for 6 times a year.
Got paid.
I fucking would. Right. Come on,
you, brother. Get that bag.
And you get to pick which day you want to fucking work too. Like hell yeah, I'd stay there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I will never get mad at somebody for making that money. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Hey, you get that money, however you get it.
So
the brick house.
So what if my foot comes off and attacks people at night because it's a zombie? I don't give a fuck.
That means his foot has a job. That brings in more money.
That foot gonna be creeping up with the Jaws music.
I fucking hate you so much.
That foot comes off at night and goes modeling. That's what it does. You don't even know it. Adam Cole, a foot model at night. Don't even know it because that fucker popping off at night. Going on.
Tell me you've seen Idle Hands. Tell me you've
Yes.
seen I don't. Okay,
Yes, exactly. That's why I thought about this shit. That's why I said it. It's like, so what if my foot hops off and murders people at night? I'm still getting paid millions.
That's the sequel we need right there. Deadly
Idle
Feet.
toes to death.
We got the Brickhouse Camille taking on Chris Statlander. Should be good. Camille's look amazing
All right.
recently, but why is Statlander like a face now? Didn't like
Wasn't she a heel fighting Willow like 2 weeks
She
ago?
dropped
now
Stokely. She dropped Stokely.
she did, but like why?
I don't know.
Storyline wise, they're like, yeah, we're not okay, cool. Storyline, you have your reason. As far as like actually booking this, why did you split up Willow and Chris and then put Stoke with and then just she's a face? Like what?
Well, splitting up Willow and Chris makes sense because they have no fucking women's tag belt.
No, that's fine. But it's the point after that where you're like, all right, and now Chris is gonna be a face anyway. Like, well then what?
All I know is
friends.
All I know is I keep seeing every week Stoke being drugged out from the fucking crowd by like security or something like that, and the shit is hilarious because he's sitting there with the angry face on, staring at fucking Statlander. And that is the most hating ass nigga in wrestling.
Oh, generational hater. Generational hater. For
That
sure.
man is the best hater I've seen in a long time.
Orange Cassidy is going to be live to talk about what happened to his best friend last week. Of course, that's Chuck Taylor, Chucky T. Got his brain scrambled by Mox and the boys. Had a chair wrapped around his neck, broken. So OC is going to be the first, I guess, the official first big name to fight against the BCC.
Oh.
So he's the first death.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I saw a fan theory a few weeks back after they killed off Danielson, and the person basically said that Mox did what he had to do, and all those people that were standing out there, he did what he had to do to basically make them all man up. That's why he killed Mr. Feeney. Like, he's been babying y'all. I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. This is what needs to be done. If like y'all need to grow the fuck up, and I'm the only person that's like, me doing this is the only way y'all gonna do it. And now everybody's gonna step up because they're gonna be like, nah, we want to beat up Big Bro because you killed Mr. Feeney. We gonna try it. He's like, nope, you ain't the one. Nope. So OC, you the first one to step up. You about to die, just like Mike said.
So you're saying Mox is a villain that they need?
Yes,
all right.
He is the villain that he is the necessary evil that AEW needed.
Bobby returned tonight. So the next match, now that you mentioned that, Swerve Strickland, Shelton Benjamin. That's going to be a great one.
Yeah,
That's going to be where old racist boy makes his
debut. Bobby's going to show up and like, hey, Mox, I got a great idea for an angle. Like,
how about you call me Toby?
How about you call me Toby? And TK is going to be like, no. How about no?
There.
Man, see, you just like Triple H, man. Y'all never understand me.
I saw something in like the Simpsons meme group that was like, it was like Homer standing like in front of a fort that Milhouse was coming out of. And it was like, I heard that I can get creative control here. And Homer's Tony, he goes, nope. Like, after that. But yeah, no, Bobby, probably tonight. Yeah, y'all. I mean, that makes sense.
I love it. Hey, have Bobby show up on Fright Night. He probably love it with his racist, loving, crazy self. Oh, let me show up. Oh, Fright Night.
But why the niggas got to fight each other? Like, come on now.
Because MVP is beefing with all of them.
Like,
he is. He called out Leo. He called out Leo Rush. He called out a few other people. Like he's walking up.
typical nigga shit. Crab in the barrel. Can't see another nigga do good.
He called out all Lashley's own work. He called out all of Lashley. Bobby Lashley and Leo were a team. The MVP showed up like, no, I'm him. Like,
hey, yo, come on, man. Hey, fucking Uncle Ruckus.
Hey, TK just still in the WWE model by having all the Hispanics fight each other over and over.
Right.
TK ain't giving a shit. He's just like, y'all could be called the fucking Hurt Syndicate for all y'all. He don't give a damn. Call yourself the Hurt Syndicate. Do y'all shit. Wrap this shit up so y'all can go on to bigger and better things. Because this is just black on black crime. Get it over
powerful nigga trick going on with Bobby.
Let's get it on. Eventually, Lashley gonna whoop that ass for that TNT title. He gonna get a customized belt too. Come on.
Speaking of Uncle Ruckus, this like
read, nigga, read.
That's MVP. Don't trust them new niggas over there.
No, they're gonna have Lashley gonna be coming out to I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black.
I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all.
Black, and I'm black, because I'm black, and I'm black. And it's like, okay, we get it, Bobby. You black.
And then
that nigga about to come out in kente cloth and a kufi. That's what he about to come out.
And then he gonna call out Gunther.
Hear the bullshit. You're gonna see him with no eyebrows and no facial hair. You're gonna be like, no, he ain't.
No, this is when they gonna fuck around and become that new nation of domination that we tried to make New Day. They gonna be that new nation of domination because of Bobby's ass.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's move on.
Mongo said, when these niggas get on they rant, I can't say
a fucking word. I just gotta sit here and laugh.
We still got to talk about the little rumor killer or Ova.
Yeah, we'll do this and we'll get back. We'll cut back to that. So the last match of the night is the tag titles. It's the Young Bucks and Private Party. If Private Party loses this match, they are never going to be a tag team in AEW again.
Another team.
I guess that's never going to be a tag team.
Losing.
Well, Private Party, you've officially. Well, you know what? Y'all can be a tag team in House of Glory because y'all go there often. So
they're gonna win.
I remember like the thing people kept saying like, oh, it's like the Private Party AEW or whatever. But like it is really coming down to like, hey, look, another team that should have had these belts for a while.
Yeah.
That isn't winning them.
Teams, all these gimmicks. It's like, all right, enough with it. Let somebody win. We're tired of it in wrestling overall. Private Party should have won. Joe Henry should have won. Javon Evans and Cedric should have won. Like,
shit, we were tired of it when the system was doing it in TNA.
Right.
And then they lost into the damn Hardys over an actual, younger tag team, which unfortunately now is no longer a tag team for unfortunate injury reasons. Right. But like, I don't know, man. I just
all the niggas is being shit on across all the promotions.
But they keep blaming Triple H.
It's going across all promotions right now. It looks like
my boy Scotty D would never.
Not one bit.
Triple H ain't running AEW.
My boy Scotty D would never do this. He put a belt on Moose.
Right.
And Rich Swann.
He put it on a crackhead.
That dude is alcoholic, whatever it is. He out there doing all that, doing a crackhead move.
This nigga put a belt on a crackhead. Yo, Scotty D is down for the cause.
Scotty D.
Scotty D.
They put a belt on a racist chin, and they put a belt on a crackhead. Like,
right. He give everybody a chance. He don't give a fuck, yo.
Scotty D's a real one. Let's be
this nigga put it on a crackhead.
Yeah, Matt, thank you for going. I meant to do this after NXT, but yeah. So after Halloween Havoc, there was a rumor going around, and I think several outlets reported it that Oba had like said his goodbyes to NXT.
Right.
But normally when that happens, like WWE posts clips and people like post like images of that person and talk about how great they are and shit. And that didn't happen with Oba.
Right.
No. So we didn't see it. Well, so today a rumor killer came out from Fightful. Oba Femi is not set to join the roster as of yet. Reports of him saying goodbye at Halloween Havoc were false. Reportedly false. You know, it's that might be true. It might be them just lying. You know, but he's supposed to be next in line for Trick Williams,
which makes sense.
Yeah,
which makes absolute sense.
I hope, because I don't want no Bully Ray.
We said that a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Like the second that belt off of Oba, he's going for the big belt.
Right. It makes absolute sense that he would be the first. Isn't he the longest reigning North American champion?
Yeah,
that's number one.
He passed Wesley's record, so yeah, he's the longest reigning.
He's the longest reigning. He was definitely the most dominant. It makes sense. The North American title is supposed to be the stepping stone to the next title, which is what has happened so far with everyone who has had it. So yeah, why wouldn't he be next in line?
Yeah, hell, the only one that didn't do it was like Ricochet got caught up early. Wes could have done if he didn't get hurt. If Wes is Leon, I forgot about Leon Ruff.
Velveteen Dream fucked himself.
Velveteen Dream fucked himself up. Yeah. Dream, man, good God, Dream. Jeez, what a waste. What a
fucked
waste.
himself.
What an ass.
Yeah, so yeah, Oba is going to be NXT a little bit long, which is good because Oba needs a bit more seasoning, I think.
Right.
Listen, until he learns to not put on the white shoes, he need to keep his ass down in NXT. All right, he out here looking like Pops Williams, fucking white shoes, rhythmic tic tacs when he fucking walks. Get out of here, yo! Like no.
I flash with your Trick Williams.
Bro's gonna walk up to Nikita Lyons. Bang, bang.
Pop, 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 sugar pop. And
that would be my brain. Like, get away from each other. Stop with these porno scenes.
You're going to see Oba talk about some, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, that's what they're going to say at the end of the scene. Don't tell nobody. And
that's usually what they say at the end of them black scenes too. Shh, don't tell so and so. I won't. I promise.
We gotta send Oba to Dr. Gamora.
Dr. Maddie, I ain't gonna slap him. I'm gonna just tell him, hey, stop it.
On that note, I think we've been sufficiently electrifying. Jesus Christ. You can follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod or twitch.tv/undertheringpod. You can also get us at Linktree and fingertip.com/undertheringpod. You go to either one of those, you're going to get us at our links. Of course, I am at Greg Bush SK. You go there, see all my articles that I post whenever I decide to write. You know, I'm kind of a lazy bastard. You can go see Kenny at Rock Ribs 44. Whenever he gets a chance, he goes to Hog and other wrestling shows, post some pictures. That man's good behind the camera. So go there, show some support. You can see the teacher man himself, Mike Jones at Mr. Freshbeard. Yeah, put that fucking finger down. You can see, of course, our current and only possible person that can do this, 3 championships. Maddie Bischoff, Maddie Reigns at The Right Answer. Our current All You Fucking Serious Quiz champion, our forever Intercontinental champion, and of course our current Reggie Simpson's Memorial Predictions champion. That shit's going off of you this weekend, my brother. Yeah. I know that shit is gone. That ain't happening. Of course, Tito in the comments at Borea Maliente, our street team captain, and last but not least, local news correspondent and good friend Justin D. Baxley. Folks, have a good night. Have a good week. Tell your loved ones that you love them.
More importantly, Hey, do the job. Hey, do the job, y'all.